Welcome back. It has been a while since I last played this game. I got pulled into a couple other games and so have not been back to this one in, oh, wow, 7 months it looks like. So, for some of you, this may be you just getting back into seeing me playing these and you watching, or some of you just may be rolling along. If for the people who are just rolling along, sorry, this is more of just to get my head and the people who were watching previously back into what this game is about and how it's played. So we are, Jen, we are, oops, sorry, I forgot to, see, that's the thing. I keep, pressing the wrong buttons because I keep forgetting what it is I need to do things. Like all of those movements, like the listening and everything. So let's take a look at the map. This is a map of the things that we're working on. You can see all of the different missions that we have. We can see who it is, what it is that we get from them, show it in the journal if we want it to. We can see the ones that are red are Mongols. Legend Storyteller, we can see that we can fast travel to certain points. You can see that there are places that we have not discovered. Here's where we are. And things of interest. For example, here at the armor, we have upgrades for the armor and upgrades of the trapper, along with vanity items. And you can see the gold ones are following along with the main storyline. All of the rest of these smaller ones, these are side missions that will help. And I've resolved to try and do as many of the side missions as I can in the area before going to the main mission. And for example, here we go, Jin's Journey. You can see there's three main parts to Jin's Journey. Contact the Shogun, recruit the people of Yarikawa to form an army, and claim your family armor. I've done two of those. The first and the last. So I still have the last one, and you can see I've done all of these missions in going along with the main mission. And what I have left is this one. And you can see, again, as I showed you, that's the main mission. The tails, these are the side missions. These are ones that I typically do for the friends or other people that I've met. Some of them are one-offs. Some of them, the ones with the portraits, are for the people who are going to be following me. And I definitely want to make sure to get these people, because doing missions for them gets, one, participation from them, and two, typically gets me some other kinds of benefits. Armor, weapons, training, that kind of thing. And then finally, there are mythic tales. These are definitely ones that get you very big things. I got a sword kit and that. I got armor, dance styles. I mean, not dance, combat styles. So these are ones we definitely want to take care of. And I think I've done all of the ones in this area. There are multiple areas. So here's the entire land. Oh, there's new content that I could purchase that I have not yet. I'm not sure if I am. But here's the one that we did already. And we've taken care of all of these areas. And you can see there's still places. And a lot of these the gold stuff are upgrades and stuff. But you can see there's still an undiscovered location or three here that I decided I would rather follow along the storyline than figure out what all these things are. So we've completed the main storyline in the Izuhara section. Now we're up to Totoyama, and then there's going to be Kamagata. So in the Totoyama, we've completed quite a few of the missions. So right now, I need to figure out what it is I'm going to be doing next. and we'll take care of that in a bit. So that's what that is. Our gear. Um, you can see the things that we have. For instance, we ended up getting the Sakai katana, and we've got it pretty well upgraded. There's only one more upgrade, and you can see it definitely kill enemies faster. Pretty much straight. And you can see everything has a cost. You collect things by doing missions, going around and helping out people, or you just find stuff along the way. You can see I've got enough iron and steel, but I still need more supplies and gold, and it's a hefty amount. The tougher things are, the more you have. I have upgraded my Tanto as much as it can go, fully upgraded. So I can. This is what it used to assassinate enemies. And then the charms. The charms can do different things for you. For instance, I have a nice balance of combat ones and recovery ones, so that um, I can stay in combat and more combat effective. So in my case, um, well, I want to slowly recover health while out of combat. If not, you're gonna go into some combats and down on health, and there are some combats you do not want to be low on health on. So I've got that one. Killing my enemies restores moderate amount of health. Um, Receive additional 15%. Resolve, I'll go over what Resolve is a little bit. Well, basically, Resolve is my ability to do special maneuvers. So when I break an enemy's defense, I gain a percent to my Resolve, so I can do more special abilities. So I got 15%, and then I have 25% increase. So I've got 25% plus 25% in addition to the 15%. And then rejuvenation, I'm also recovering resolve. So this keeps me in a fight, keeps me being able to do special things um, as I'm going along. The outfit I'm wearing, different outfits, it completely changes your look. And they really are. Some of them are just uh, cosmetic, but some of them can do things. Uh, Half mask. I like the half mask just because it shows the face better. I like actually seeing his face as part of it. And a lot of the cutscenes, they actually take things off so you can see the face. So I'd rather it just be just like that. And then the armor. Armor always does something for you. In this case, again, combat effectiveness, major increase to melee, massive increase to health, increase the standoff streak by 1. Standoffs are I can go into a combat and call out other people and have them come, and they'll fight me one-on-one. And typically you can do that with 1, 2, 3 people. This upgrades it to another person. And if I win, I have a chance to terrify them so that they run away. So I could upgrade this if I wanted to. And weapons. Got the longbow, working on that. You can see damage, draw, range, stability, reload, all of that. And you can see how it increases. Kunai. And then the various accessories. I have the one where I can change the weather, and the saddle helps that I find more stuff. I only have one saddle currently. Techniques. These are things that you can do things like perfect parry. They're broken up into different areas. For example, deflection, evasion, and mythic. So deflection, being able to parry. When I parry, I can heal. Block and unblockable attacks. Deflect arrows, which is really nice because those archers are a pain in the butt. You can run up on them, but you have to dodge and it slows you down. Gaining resolve. So, you can see that there's lots of different ones. And you can see my path has been mainly to make it so I have advantages and able to keep in combat to where I can try and get things taken care of. And you can see there's things I didn't do, like dodging and slashing. Delayed strike and perfect dodge. Mainly perfect dodge because I sometimes have trouble dodging, so getting a perfect dodge isn't necessarily my strong suit. We also have mythic things where an unblockable attack, so I can stagger somebody and do extra damage. 3 consecutive attacks. Explosive arrows. And I still need to get incendiary oil, which I'm looking forward to because that looks actually pretty cool. I don't have the charms to where I can be able to get some of these other things, but I will. I just haven't prioritized getting them yet. Your different stances. Stone stance, which is against swordsmen. Basically, it staggers them, so it slows them down. And then you can see, you can do that. And okay, we also have water stance. This is shield guys. Basically, it's knock the shield out of the way and stagger. And then after you do, what you can, how much damage you can do. Wind stance is spearman. It knocks the blade out of the way and then staggers. Or knocks them down. Or even knocks them over a cliff. And finally, moon stance, which is the brutes. The guys that just sit there and take it. Basically, the only thing you can do is stagger these guys. Okay. And lastly, ghost weapons. For example, kunai, being able to throw them to stagger them. Black powder bombs. Exactly what it sounds like. It goes boom. That will do damage and stagger. Smoke bombs. You need to get away quick. Throw on a smoke bomb. Run away. They won't see you. Sticky bombs. Throw a bomb on somebody. Blow them up. And wind chimes. A distraction. And of course, like with the other things, instead of wind chimes, you can throw firecrackers to get multiple people. You can, here with this, if you're too close, you get blowed up too. Now, it doesn't matter how close you are. You're not going to take the damage. And then a blast. Evolving tactics. These are things that you learn as you're being Jin. So, resolving health, doing the standoff, which is what I said. So 1 enemy, 2 enemies, and you saw my special armor gives me 3 enemies. So that, taking out more enemies means, you can see, it's the 1 combat, 2 combat, and 3. So you can take them out with 1 blow as opposed to having to go through the entire fight. Archery. Slowing time. Being able to assassinate. Safe landing, being able to jump. Chain assassinations. Be able to kill them silently. And then up to 3. Focused hearing, being able to detect enemies by sound, being able to tell where they are, how far you can, move faster in stealth, and a flashing aura around people who will be alerted if they die. Being able to assassinate somebody through a door. Always nice. And then the locked one. I have to continue along to find out what these are. And we have collections. For example, we've got vanity gear. I've got 23 out of 59. Visited shrines. Visiting shrines are good because you can get stuff at shrines. Hot springs. You can also... all of these things. Inari shrines. Lighthouses. And pillars of honor. Activities. Bamboo strikes. Insanely complicated at time. Quick time events in order to cut through the bamboo, but when you do it, it increases your resolve. Fighting duels. I found all those guys and fought them and killed them. And then composing haiku at different places. Artifacts. Basically, things to give you. For example, this one, banners will get me a new saddle. I'll need one more. That's good. Records. These are collectibles. Key items. Crickets. Learn a new flute melody. And Mongol items. And lastly, this is the stuff that I've collected to make things. So, back to the map. I'm currently here. I do know I don't want to go there because, as I said, I want to do some of these side quests before I do it. Actually, the major ones, I want those absolutely to be done beforehand. I had one that wasn't done, and one of my allies at one of the things didn't show up, so I didn't have their help because I hadn't finished all of their quests. So I want to make sure to finish all of the allies' quests. And then, there's the side quests as well. Right now, I know I can upgrade my armor if I go there. Being able to fast travel means even though I'm up here, I can always quickly get back to it by just doing that. Well, let's do this. Just so you can see. Again, this is something small. We're just going to go there to increase our health. By the way, we'll warn you ahead of time. There is, butt shots in this. And basically, we go through and reflect on something. I'm going to reflect on my code.
People look to samurai for guidance, to keep them safe, and act with honor, on and off the battlefield. I can't forget that.
In this case, increase our maximum health. So going to these is always a good thing. There's never not a good reason to do it. And no, resting multiple times will not get you the benefits. Again, you will just see more butt shots. Okay. Let's actually bop down all the way down to here. And check out what the armor does. These actually do have some good tips. Oh, again, it's been a long time. I forget which buttons do what. So, fast attack. Being able to change which stance we are, what we're doing. For example, sticky bomb, kunai. Then basically this is choosing what it is I'm throwing. I typically leave it for kunai, and I'll can change the different stances. I typically leave it for the shield guys because they are a real pain. Changing which type of thing we're using. Half bow, throwing, blowgun, which is something we just got recently, and our longbow, and which type of arrow. Okay. So as you can see, when we listen, we hear things. And we've got somebody over there.
How is your armor?
Yeah,
Your
that's who we're here
protection
for.
is my duty.
So, looks like the Samurai Clan armor is all the way done. So we've got other armors that we can. Including things like Traveler's Attire. Which helps us. Most people might not think about using it because it's non-combat stuff, but it helps us in traveling. Traveling clears 30% more of the fog of war. Controller will vibrate. Track artifacts with guiding wind. But we've got, here's our the first armor that we got. Ghost weapon attack. Major thing here is ghost weapon attacks do more damage. And they do less damage to you. Our Sakai clan armor, which is what we're currently wearing. Now we can go ahead and purchase this, and we may end up just going ahead and doing that. Increase standoff streak by 2. We only have it at 1 now. So we'd be up to 4 to 5 people? That's more than likely. I'm thinking we're going to go for that. Gosaku's armor is doing damage. You just want to knock people down. This is more of a stealth outfit. This is our ranged outfit. So we're going to... No. Oh, the clan armor. That's what we're going to do. We're going to upgrade the clan armor.
This will keep you safe.
You have my thanks.
Okay. There we go. I had to remember how to run.
I work metals, woods, and cloth.
Okay, so range capacity upgrades. We've got 42, so we can up the number of arrows that we have, up the number of flaming arrows. Heavy arrows do more damage. Explosive arrows are pretty straightforward. Poison dart. There's also quick fire. We can get more kunai, more smoke bombs, more sticky bombs. We are going to go to the ranged. We will upgrade
An excellent choice.
the capacity for that. It's a new weapon we just got. Let's upgrade the... Should we? You know what? Black powder bombs. I think that's better. Now... No, we'll go for the explosive arrows.
I hope it helps.
It's kind of tough. If you see down there in the bottom left corner,
I'll make an offering for your good fortune.
you can see the L1 and the resolve. That's the filled in bubbles, and then you saw L1 and R1. Those are when I do these special attacks, if it'll use up that many resolve. And you can see I only have a certain number. You can see how many kunai I have as well. Then in the bottom right, you can see which stance I'm in. So it's always easy for you to remember that as well.
Allow me to keep your katana light and sharp.
I'm fairly certain we can't, yeah, we're already upgraded. I don't have the supplies. Wow, I used up a lot of the supplies. Oh, because I upgraded my armor. So I'm going to be collecting supplies like crazy so I can get my katana, because that will be the next thing I probably upgrade. And that's already upgraded.
Nothing more I can do at the moment.
Okay, and last but not least,
All my goods are useful.
the merchant, where you can get vanity things. And usually for me, it takes a couple seconds for the weapons to actually load. I'm not sure why, but you can see, you know, I can change my bow to look like that. I can change the bow to look like that. Be able to change the armor. You know, from the black to, and it really is what you want to look like. I mean, that's really the thing. You can make it so you can look very unique if you want to. So you're not looking like the same guy as everyone else. And you can see there's stuff I still haven't discovered. You can see how nice some of these armors look. I mean, it's beautifully designed. And even hats. I guess it's having to go through and render each of the different parts of the armor that you're having and the combination, so it does take a little bit to do. I am not much of a fashion plate when it comes to this, so I really have not changed very much on the look of my guy. Okay. So if you'll notice, there's very few missions down here. I've been trying to work my way up, doing, because, you know, eventually it's always northward. So I've been trying to work my way up, doing things at the bottom and working my way down. So, oh, so there's a one. There's a couple of missing things. There's these areas here that I have not searched, or actually this might be part of the lake. And then these missing and undiscovered locations here. So more than likely what I'm going to do is, I don't want to spend a whole lot of time on the undiscovered locations. If I happen to have a mission nearby one, I'll check them out, but I don't tend to go for just an undiscovered location. As I said, I'll tend to go for if I already have a journal entry where I'm going someplace, or I'm going to knock out some of the companion stuff. As you can see, Ishikawa, the thief. Also, you can tell, if you notice, for instance, I've got two Ishikawa ones. The Ghost and the Demon Sensei, and Terror of Otsuna. You also notice that they are numbered. I will go ahead and go in order. I have no idea whether or not it does make a difference, but because they are numbered, I tend to go ahead and follow along with it, because there may be something in the storyline that you find out by following it, because there is a huge storyline behind all three of the characters. Well, four. There's another one who I've completed all theirs for this area. So there's a huge storyline for all of these things. What do we got here? Oh, Mongol. You saw me fast traveling. A lot of times you can fast travel or you can ride. The only problem with riding is you run across patrols, and it's kind of slower. If I was just playing this game for fun, more than likely I would go ahead and just ride a lot of places, because it's discovering stuff. You run across some interesting stuff. You can save people, stuff like that. But a lot of the time when I'm doing these kind of videos for people, I'll take care of going through the undiscovered places or traveling to them off camera, and then just show you the result. In this case, what I'm going to do is I'm more than likely we're going to go ahead and finish off this one, because it is the lowest mission that I've got, and then come back and start going up and take care of some of these. So we will go ahead and take care of these in our next video. Thank you very much for being here for our little recap. Hopefully it wasn't too bored for those of you who have been watching these, or just getting into it, or are going across it after I've actually started this back up again. And we should get back into the meat of things in the next one. Hopefully you like what you're seeing. If so, make sure to like and subscribe, and hopefully I'll get back to you soon. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.